Hey, welcome to All Set, Philly's only and best comedy review show. I am your one and only host, Seamus Millar. Today we have a very, first of all, let me just say we are live from my beautiful house.
Welcome to Seamus's apartment.
I haven't even introduced you yet,
Sorry.
you fool. This is Megan Goetz. She's our guest today.
Yay!
Yay! Good for her. So we're gonna start running through Meg's set. But before we do, Meg, what was your game plan going into this shit?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on the show.
So welcome. Yeah.
I'm really excited that you picked me. My strategy going into this, I feel like it's been repeated a lot, was just to not give a shit as much.
I feel like that's a lot. That should be the strategy for most people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I think we get so in our own fucking shit for this contest. And it's like one thing a year, and then it's like next week you're doing other stuff, you know, and you don't care.
And then it's over.
Yeah, because you're just sort of like, oh, I'm just having fun again. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is why I do it. Yeah. And a lot of the times, like, for me, people were looking at my lineup and telling me who I had to beat.
Yeah. That
and
sucks.
I hate that. Like, I hate trying to compare myself to people. I do it all the time, but I hate it. And so really I was just like, all right, I'm just going to try to get like a fairly clean set. It's not super clean, but I was like, I need something that's kind of clean. Just like, honestly, just a good tape and just to like have fun.
Yeah. And I think you did a great job. Let's get started because I want to say something, but we have to start.
Okay. Can I tell you one thing about my outfit though?
Sure.
I was wearing this like necklace that Dan got me, which is like a hot air balloon, and it's humongous and like a total D-bag. In the green room, one comic was like, what is that? And I was like, it's a hot air balloon. And he's like, that's nice. And I'm like, I think it's lucky. And then he stopped talking to me.
That's super weird, dude. That's super
and then I only realized after like how weird, because I don't actually think it's lucky.
You made that up. That wasn't a real thing.
No, and then I didn't wear it the next round and I lost. So maybe it is lucky.
Maybe it is lucky. Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, let's get this.
Okay,
let's
I
get
want to
this
just say
started.
also because you went after Natalie Levant.
I did.
And,
Hello.
and I texted you.
I love Natalie so much. I consider her like the ghost of my comedy future. Like I hope.
Okay, yeah. So that was fucking awesome. So you came. I'm gonna pause it because you came in with you were tagging off of something, or not tagging off something, but just referencing. Because I texted you some really ambiguous shit and I felt bad about it afterwards. Because I was like, I texted you and I was like, hey, if Natalie kills, just keep it going or whatever.
You said keep the energy going, and I was like, oh yeah, because all right, got it.
You're like, how do you do that? And I was like, I don't know.
You can do it, I believe.
Yeah, you got this.
But one thing I do want to say about riffs is that, especially with competitions in general, it is easy to make fun of the person in front of you. Like, you feel that weird competitive. Highly recommend never doing that. Like, if you're trying to think of like a riff, you want to remember that a lot of people have brought a lot of people. Like, well,
you weren't like saying that you complimented
exactly.
her, which was great,
so
she did do really well.
Yeah, because like in my head I was like, I cannot be mean to Natalie. I love her way too much.
Yeah.
Like, and she did leave the room so high energy that I was like, I need to say something.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're just, like, complimentary or, like, funny but nice, like, that's way, way better.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
I was hosting a show a while ago, and it was like nobody was there except for a whole group walked in, and I noticed that they were all this one person's friends.
Right.
And I was like, well, I have to say something. I can't just go up and pretend that this isn't happening. And it was Casey. And I went up and I was like, hey, it's Casey's friends. And they love that. And I was like, cool. Now you guys like me by association. It took me a long time to realize that, like, I don't know. That sounds dumb, but like, play to the crowd, and if they're there to see somebody and they know that you like that person, they will like you more. And
if like the person before you is like awful at comedy, an awful person on top of it.
Oh, like if Casey went before you.
If Casey was before you. Who still won't do our show.
Yeah,
but
that's why
we'll get them eventually.
Cream of the crop on this show.
Then it's fine to say something sort of mean, but like even if they're bad, people feel bad for them anyway. So why are you? There's no need for that.
Yeah. So you did that. That was great. Let's keep it going.
Let's get this moving. Yeah.
Oh, they love that. They're still going.
I'm done. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I said like I'm gonna go now
because I love drinking. I love tequila. Any tequila fans in the room? Yeah. I love
This
tequila.
joke
I
kills
just
me
don't love
'cause
that my
I
friends don't tell the
feel like
full
it could
story
be
about what
less
happens when we
words,
drink
and I
tequila.
cannot figure out how
They're
to
always
make
so
it less
cute. They're always
words.
like, ooh.
'Cause
when
it
I drink
takes-
tequila, I take my
It
clothes
takes like
off.
15 seconds
That's
for
not
me
the
to
end
get
of that
to a laugh
story.
in the beginning.
You know, that story is, ooh,
See?
I love tequila. When I drink tequila, I take my clothes off in Denny's. Yeah, guys. And I love telling that joke because, like, women of all ages laugh at it.
I'm wearing that same
which
sweater
means
right now,
women
by the
have
way.
just been ruining Denny's
Nice.
for generations. I date a lot of weirdos, but that's not tequila's fault. That's my fault.
That's a transition I
Like, if I
like
had to
picked up
describe the
from
type
I like
of
that.
guy that I'm into,
from
it
doing
would be
Philly's
Eeyore.
Funniest.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, if I walk up to a dude at the bar and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he's like,
I love this joke.
I'm
Is
just
great.
happy that
This is my
somebody-
favorite joke because I'm boyfriend's past it, the Eeyore guy, and people will
Oh, are you?
always and people, are you being snarky?
I wasn't sure who it was about, but I feel like, you know, it could apply to everybody. I mean, that's not like
I have a
dig.
type.
I just think
But
it's like,
yeah,
yeah.
no. I would say anyone who knows Dan, I always like his family always laughs at it, but I'm always like, he's a piglet.
You think Dan's a
When she
piglet?
found
He's totally a piglet.
That's a step down. I don't know.
Also found out
He's super
Eeyore's
cute.
deep.
And
Because it was
Eeyore
on
is
Piglet gets blown
sad.
away by the wind. That's some fucking.
Yo,
And
no.
I felt so bad
What is
because my mom
Rachel?
was so upset. She's like,
Rachel?
What do I say? What
Who's
do I
the
do?
meanest
this,
one
right?
on there? Rabbit?
It wasn't like she found condoms. Because she found
Didn't we
condoms,
talk
she'd
about
be
this?
like,
Didn't
well,
she
at
say
least
she was
he's being
Kanga?
safe. Like, she found lube.
Rachel thinks she's Kanga. Sorry.
The only thing I
this is
can
too
Anyway,
say
much.
okay,
about
yeah,
it is,
sorry.
oh no, he's already tired of the boring shit.
I love that joke too.
I wanted
Is
to.
that true?
Get rid of him,
Did
he's
you
ruined.
really find the
My
loop
mom did.
on the-
My mom
oh,
actually
nice.
did
My brother,
fine.
but he's
But
an
the funny
asshole.
thing is, and I
He,
couldn't make a
got
joke about it, is he
motorcycle
tried to blame it on
accident
my
recently. He's
sister,
okay. Don't
who
lose,
is like
don't worry, he didn't die.
super not
But I was
like
surprised
that.
because he
Yeah.
had
What
to
would
be
she?
flown
What
by
do,
helicopter
wait a
to
minute.
the
This is gonna
hospital.
fucking
And I
totally
didn't think
dry
they
snitch
did
on
that
myself.
for
What do
people
girls
who
need
live.
lube for?
Oh, I guess
guess obviously that makes
There's
sense.
one
yeah, never
thing.
mind.
Before going to the big
Well,
escape in
that
the
joke
sky,
always
you
reminds me
know?
of my I'm gonna share the story. My
he's
brother
fine.
might
They
not
live
like it,
sometimes.
but he was found innocent anyway. We
I'm a
thought that he
twin,
was watching
but we
porn
don't
on
look
the
alike,
like family
so that's why you're not
iPad that was
clapping.
down at my dad's house. They have a family.
Damn.
Yeah, we don't look
And
alike,
for
which
years
really
we
bums
blamed it
people
on him. We're
out.
like, it's
So now,
fine,
like,
it's
when I
fine, you
meet
just watch
new
porn. He's like, I'm not watching
friends,
porn.
and they
And it
ask
turns
to
out
see a
my
picture
dad
of
was
her,
watching it on like his
I just
thing,
show
and
them
it
a
was
really bad
syncing to
picture
the
of
like.
myself.
syncing
Oh
so
my
all-
god.
And they always say the
And you
same
just let your
thing. I was
brother
like,
take the
wow,
fall
Meg,
for it,
He
like
actually
hands
thought it
down.
was him.
Definitely the
Yeah.
pretty twin. I'm like, hey now, that's my sister you're talking about.
I love that joke too. I love a lot of your jokes.
The
man. I feel like
wonderful
that's all I'm gonna say.
Jake Matera actually helped me with that tag
She would
because it was,
appreciate that.
you know,
Oh my god. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not very like responsible. We're just gonna get into it. I'm not on birth
I never
control,
know
fellas.
how to
What's
get
up?
into that ever.
We have a
Ladies.
similar joke here, but it's different.
The wording is the same.
I'm not on birth control.
Have
but it's
the
not for,
kid.
like, any
That's
crazy
the part
reason.
Yeah,
that's
Like,
the
it's
same.
not-
It's the same,
it's
yeah.
like
So
like a
whenever you're on a
religious
show,
thing.
like I'm
It's
aware
because
of that, and
I
I
didn't
say,
realize
for it
that,
to be
though. Did-
effective,
Have
you
a
have to take
kid.
it the
Okay, I
same
didn't realize
time of
that
day,
until
every single
recently.
day.
Yeah.
And you guys, if I was that
Sorry,
responsible,
yeah,
I would just
I don't
have
think I
the kid.
took that.
Okay.
no, you've been telling your joke first, but it's a different joke.
So
I stole it from him.
apologize.
No, the joke is completely different
No, I
though.
know,
You're
I know,
saying
no, fuck with it,
like
fuck with
I
it.
can't afford
My
it,
friends are
Yeah.
like super
and I'm
dangerous
saying
dudes.
like if I was
We'll
responsible.
be out at a bar.
What?
They'll be like,
Let's
"Look
not
at that
talk. All
guy.
right.
He looks like a guy that likes to choke you during sex." I'm like, "Ooh, hot. Little problem. He also looks like a guy that likes to choke you not during sex."
Now, how nervous were you?
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
See that
Um,
guy? If you
the
get
funny
murdered-
thing is,
murdered
and this
before
is gonna
Denny's,
sound
I'm
so
gonna
douchey,
be
but like
pissed.
having done stuff at Helium before, like shows and stuff, I was the least nervous I've
It is
ever
weird
been.
being a
That's
chick,
good.
like, I was
I'm
walking
starting
with
to,
my
like,
summer's
if
ad,
you
and it was
can-
this lady
I don't
wearing
know.
panties and a t-shirt
When it's
that
not
said,
so much of
"Even
like
though really
a
was
new
sexy."
thing, I think.
And
You know
I
what I
felt
mean?
bad
Like,
'cause somewhere there's
when
an
you're
ad
kind
guy
of
who
used to
thinks
the
he's a
stage. Like I've been here
feminist.
before. What makes this different than any other
When
night,
really all
honestly?
that
It's gotten to the point where like, cause when you do the mic, sometimes it's rough because like, I mean, there's always an audience, but sometimes it's light. But if you do enough of their like showcases and like stuff like that, where there's a big crowd, and I've never bombed, you just get that confidence that like, oh, I love this stage, like I belong here. Like even if I don't advance, like I'm not going to embarrass myself. I'm gonna do
Okay.
what I'm here to do, you know?
Yeah.
And then leave. And you guys, I'm upset that I'm not hot enough to be catcalled. Like, that sucks. But I'm devastated I'm not ugly enough to be left alone. Like, I was so close. All right, thank you guys. You've been great.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't try to go too long either.
All right. So that was pretty great, man.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this is not
How
a
do I
touch
get
screen. I just
back?
tried to touch it. Just can't cancel.
Replay?
Okay. All right.
There
Cool.
we
Oh Lord.
Shit.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to load the whole thing again.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
Say what you're gonna say, and I'll go back. Oh, there it is.
My thing is, it's all related to this.
Oh,
segment
this is
we're
not the.
gonna do.
Oh, yeah, it is.
This
okay.
is the right one, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's just gonna load for a second there. So we've got a fun segment for Meg. What's the name of this segment? You know what this name of the segment is.
It's just a heckle.
Okay, I'm just gonna heckle. I'm gonna pause
The
this video at some point
heckle!
and then heckle Meg, and she has to come right back at me with some hot ass shit.
I do want to say I
So-
don't think I'm particularly good at this, but I didn't want to make anyone
you
else.
can be mean to me.
Oh fuck.
It's fine. Let's see.
Time of day,
This is
every single day.
very
and
close.
You guys, if I was that responsible,
We're at 3:59.
I would just have the kid. Okay.
Oh, heard a joke very similar to this one.
Well, that's. I'm really. All right, keep going.
I'm sorry. No.
Do your thing. Do
what?
it.
No, that's it. That's it. I've just heard a similar joke, Meg, from me, your friend.
Because all we need more is more men telling birth control jokes.
Damn,
That's what I'm looking for in my
damn.
comedy. You're right. You can have it.
Damn.
As a woman, I'm not right. I'm not able to say that
Damn,
joke.
she just stomped on me. Like one of the hundreds at
I
the
played the
women's
one
march.
Boom. Does that make it funnier?
Well, I had another segment for Meg. It's called Remember This. Remember the Lego show, Meg? Remember that? No, I'm just
The
kidding.
Lego show was so bad. Okay, so Lego show is perfect for like riffs and hecklers too, though, because
Yeah.
Seamus booked me on the show. That was it had the potential to be so fucking cool because it was at the Lego convention. We got like
Well, an off-brand Lego convention. It wasn't. I don't think it was the. Was
oh,
it? I don't. It was.
I
like,
thought it was actual Legos.
It was just guys who we got Legos and we love
Damn.
them. I think. Yeah. So
yeah.
adult fans of Lego, and then there were a lot of kids there. So they kept telling us you can do filthy stuff, you can do clean stuff, you can do filthy stuff, and I had to tell Meg within the course of 10 minutes to switch it 4 or 5
from
times.
dirty to clean.
Yeah.
And I went out there and I literally did jokes for 2 rows of tired 8-year-olds, just
Yeah.
waiting because there was a raffle after. I was like, why are all these kids here? And I was like, oh, there's a raffle after. And I got complained about.
Yeah, you
Because
did.
I did
Yeah.
a joke
You're
about.
too much. You were too off the wall. I went up and said some shit right after, but nobody said shit to me.
I think I did a joke about a walk of shame, but I thought I could get away with it because I didn't think kids
I'm way
knew.
dirtier than you too, so
I
I was surprised about that.
I
but,
ended up just giving up and riffing to the kids like a fucking clown.
Well, you kept saying Legos, and we all did because nobody. This is just turning into a podcast at this point.
Okay,
But
yeah.
nobody. Don't say Legos. That's the moral of all set.
Yeah.
And just Lego is plural and singular, so it's
Right.
like a slur to them.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So that was fun. I don't think I really.
Let me
pwned
do
you.
a real one. Let me do a real.
Oh God.
Instead
damn
of because I'll just try to be like an idiot.
it. Okay.
I'll try.
Okay.
Get rid of him. He's ruined. Oh my God, I love my brother, but he is an asshole. He got
You're an asshole. How about that?
Oh, real cool, Mr. Dude in the free Eagles shirt. Think you're so hot.
Hey.
Can't even afford your own shirts.
I'm a champion, dude.
Talk to me about shit till you're buying your own shitty graphic tees.
Well, there you go.
Anyway.
Well, this has been all set. Meg's great at heckling.
At not getting heckled.
Yeah, Dan, that was at 2:27, just so you know. Thank you, Meg, for being on this show.
Yeah,
All set.
thanks
Thank
for
you so much.
having me. This was a lot of
All
fun.
right.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, bye. Bye. Yeah, so can I just tell you about that funeral yesterday? Because there was